What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Foxhound Finance, where we break down the markets, analyze key moves, and help you stay ahead of the game using technical analysis. Please understand that I'm not a financial advisor and nothing in this video is financial advice. Let's jump right in today, guys. I got a lot to say. We're going to cover SPY, AMC, RIVN, Unity, Doge, NIO, all the core plays. Once again, I'm going to give you a breakdown right now of where I think we are in the SPY. At this point, I don't give a shit about the news. I don't care about what's being said. I'm seeing a pattern play out right before our very eyes, and I want to share it with you. I do believe for SPY, we are playing out this COVID sequence, okay? This COVID drop, okay? You want to call it a crash? Fine. I don't even give a shit what people call it. To me, it is a spring. It is a massive spring that played out in March of 2020 right here. You had this V-shaped recovery after this, 4 to 5 weeks of downside, okay? And then you just spring right out of it, and you have this crazy melt up. This progression in the market, guys. This is what I see coming. I see this truly happening again. We are getting a 2021 repeat, okay? To the T. Literally to the T, okay? You're going to drop here at minimum, right? Or I should say, I believe if we're repeating the sequence, you're going to get down to like, 46, right? If it goes down to this next level, if it doesn't bounce, you're going to get down to this next level at 46, guys. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And after you touch that level, I believe this thing is going to melt up ridiculously. Okay, you're going to bounce up immediately all the way back up. It'd be like probably 528, maybe fill the gap here, somewhere in here, 536, maybe back to this level. I'm telling you guys, that's what I see coming for the SPY. And with that being said, everything else is going to rip faces off. Okay, what does that give us for a top out? Okay. I believe, and I have that kind of like bunched out and spread out. I don't think it's going to take all the way out until July 2026 to hit a top. Maybe, but the way I drew it out with the polyline is kind of spread out. So I do believe going into the winter with my thesis that we will be at a market top, okay, around $700, $710, $720, maybe like super bullish. But I do believe we are going to get a crazy melt up going into 2026, and then you may have your, true sell-off. I don't even know if you want to call this the true sell-off right now, because again, we haven't had the irrational buying, the euphoria buying phase yet. By the way, the fear and greed index is at a 4 out of 100 right now, into extreme fear. Okay, personally, to me, I bought today. I said that to me personally is like, okay, that's my time to buy. When everybody's shit in their pants, screaming, and there's chaos and panic, I'm being chill, and I'm going to go ahead and buy. So that's what I did today. And full disclosure, I did take my Unity position. It was very small. I think it was like an $800 position, guys. I just shifted that money into NIO, RIVN, Doge, and AMC. Because at this point, guys, you don't need a shit ton of plays to make money on this melt up. And honestly, out of all the plays, Unity was the most expensive per share price. So I said, what's the point? I mean, I feel like Unity is going to go to 5x anyway, but I could just take the cash, increase my position in the other plays that are cheaper to give me a better return. Okay. Do I think Unity is still going to melt up like ridiculously? 100%. I absolutely do. But to me, guys, right now, we're in this phase where I think we're going to get our springs and these plays are going to pop. So I just want to be straight up with you guys. If you want me to still cover Unity going forward, I will, okay? But I'm not going to sit there and be like, yeah, guys, I'm in Unity, and I'm fucking really not. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you straight up. So that's for the SPY, guys. Let's jump into AMC real quick. Here's the descending channel. What did we do today? I laughed yesterday, joking. I'm like, what are we going to do? Come down and touch the local area high trend line in reverse? I'm like, what? What's the point? And it fucking funny enough, it did that. We were like 7 cents off the all-time low. AMC, guys, I am not ruling out an irrational 2021 style squeeze, okay, type of play. I'm not ruling that out, but I got the level at 12 bucks, 22 bucks, 55 bucks, and then we're going to say moon, okay? Moon is like fucking 100 plus, okay, at this point. But guys, this looks good. You bounced off the local area high trend line with pretty convincing strength too. Like this was like a 30, what do we end at? 265, a little 20 cent swing. And I know it's not a lot, 20 cents, but for AMC right now, that means a lot. Right? If you're getting a reversal now, guys, we could be seeing this shit next week start popping off. Okay? Because what else are you going to do? Go down 7 cents to fulfill that double bottom? It's just like, we could do that right now in after hours, pre-market. Okay? It's not a big deal. But I do think Monday you could see this thing pop. Jimmy's already popping off, going up 11%. Okay? So that's my levels for AMC, guys. Like I said, You know, this has just been set in stone for me for the longest now. There's not much more to say. I think we're at the point, guys, where we're going to reverse. If we don't reverse here, you're going to a new all-time low. Bottom line. Okay? So that's what I decided to do today. I bought more AMC. I said, you know, I'm going to keep averaging the hell down. I mean, these low-ass levels, that's what I decided to do. Not financial advice. You guys do what you want, but man, this thing looks really good. EMA-wise, 476. Like, come on the daily, 476. This thing's ready to go at any minute. Okay. So again, I don't care about all the noise out there. This is what I'm seeing for AMC, guys. We could be seeing this shit go berserk, especially with the RSI sitting at like 27 and oversold conditions right now. Okay. What did it go down today? 26, 24, somewhere around there. Okay. You're in the position to load the car up. We're going on a trip now. You're gassing the car up right here, and we're getting out of here. We're going on a long road trip, and I do believe it's going to be to the upside, okay, regardless of all the bullshit going on. And also, guys, to close out AMC, if the theories are correct about margin calls this and margin calls that and fucking Ken Griffin and Citadel and all these guys needing to close out the position, now's the time it's going to happen, because you just had an 80-point drop in 2 days, okay? If they're not prepared for that move, guys, it would cause something like that to happen, okay? But now is the time for it to go down. If it was ever going to take place, now would be the time, okay, to fulfill that conspiracy that, you know, if a crash happened or some kind of huge downside that was a shock to the system, then now would be the time that they would have to close these positions, right? If not, when, guys? Right? If not now, then when? What's it going to take, you know what I mean, for them to cover the shorts, right? Or, you know, have a short covering rally, like, you know, to cause this melt up, okay? That's what I want you to keep in mind. If it's not now, then hell, it'll probably be never, okay? It doesn't matter what you do to them. They're probably never going to have to close at this point if they aren't closing now, okay? But again, I do believe it's a technical setup, and the same thing right here for Doge, linked up with GME and AMC in 2021. It also squeezed. It went crazy, and you see the strength, the reaction right here by Doge on the daily. Nice green daily print right here. Looks like it's taking this level and then heading back to here, to that 20 centish range, okay? Told you guys, want to get back up to the full top of this channel, 44 cents minimum. That's level 1 for me. Level 2 would be to double this top at 48 cents, bring you to 97 cents. Level 3, super bullish, $1.17. That's what I ran on the fib extension, and that would make sense before I think any kind of cool down. Anything after that is just madness or moon. Okay, moon is just moon. Moon, it could be fucking, okay, $2. I don't care, whatever you want to put up there as a price target, whatever. At this point, though, I'm giving you 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, madness, moon time. Okay, and this is still moon for me. 7 to 8x plays, guys, is huge for me. If you've been following along, I've been incrementally averaging in, right, buying stock. So if you've been loading up over the last year, 2 years, 3 years for a lot of these, then, you know, you're probably in a solid position. Okay. Looking at NIO now, guys, I told you right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 levels for it to potentially go to. This thing went to $3.20, okay, and just fucking wicked right up. It did not like this. It was like touching lava. Bounced right up, and I want to see it Monday potentially get back in the channel, okay? For whatever reason, like NIO and AMC and GME, like all decided to like say, fuck the market crash. I'm going to do me. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do. And it's very interesting. Like, yes, down to 320. And obviously from this push up here, right? You know, 530 down $2. You know, that's seemingly ugly, right? But in the grand scheme of things, you're like, well, you know, it was already melting up here, right? In a sense, it was going on its push towards this descending channel top, right? But realistically, it was in these areas, $4. So 80-cent drop really from the consolidation here. Not really that crazy intense to me, okay? And obviously, guys, I told you that this is repeating the 2018 IPO structure here. And what happened, guys, before GME and AMC even anybody was thinking about them running yet, okay, in March of 2020, okay? Or sorry, in January of 2021. Look what NIO did. NIO broke this channel in May of 2020. Okay, May is right around the corner. May is right around the corner, and guess what? We're like right in here, wedged in this area. Okay, wedged in this area. Not saying May we're going to repeat the same thing, but I'm telling you, time frame is lining up perfectly for that to be the case. And I'm telling you right now, if you get a 67x move from the low here at, what is this, 360 or whatever. Guys, that would be disgusting, okay, gains right there. If you get this kind of progression again, and I don't want to overly hype it, but I'm telling you, if this happened here, the company's in a better position here. Why are we saying that this is impossible? I don't think it is. But I think the first thing is break the channel, get to the top of it at $25, and then we see what you want. You know, what do you want to do then? You make your decision. You want to ride this wave out? Fine. But looking at what it did in the previous structure, it broke up, got to the top of the channel, pulled down a little bit, right? It actually went a little bit above the top of the channel up here to 16, came down kind of like a little quick knife, and then just steady progression all the way to the moon. Okay. So for me, guys, that would be crazy, crazy stuff for NIO. Looks very good, guys. Sitting here at 346 right now. Okay. All of these plays, guys, are down like 90%. I told you that before in many videos that you can only do so much damage to these plays. They're already been beaten to shit. All the stuff that you see selling off has been super inflated. It has been pushed to freaking multiple all-time highs back to back to back to back. Okay? While these fucking plays have been getting smashed to pieces bit by bit over and over. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to pound into your head right now is that, like, look at this stuff, right? What more can they potentially do? But look at this. It came down to the green support, wicked right up. Okay? RIVN was like, again, I'm doing me. I don't give a shit about no market crash. We're going to come down here. We're going to bounce up. Okay? And now it looks like it could be reversing. Okay? So again, I want to see, like, if SPY guys comes down to 480 range, what's this going to do? Right? How far is it really going to go? You're going to come back down to $10? I mean, you pretty much already did that. What, 1030? You know what I mean? So channel breakers, man, I think are coming still. I get it. People are like, fucking, this guy's tripping, man. He thinks it's really going to happen. Yeah, guys, I'm not totally bugged out of my mind. I mean, the way that I'm seeing these setups and the history repeating is absolutely crazy. Okay? And this is the move that we needed to see, right? They're trying to cause capitulation. They want to squeeze the life out of you and get you to sell. Okay? And if the last 2 days didn't do it, they might have one final punch. Okay? Just to make people shook. The fear and greed index is at a 4 out of 100. Like, this is the all-time extreme fear right now. Okay? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. During extreme fear, I'm a buyer. I'm sorry. That's what I'm doing. You guys, not financial advice, do what you want to do. I'm a buyer. I'm doing that. Okay? Put my money where my mouth is. I'm not out here talking and just, spitting hot air. Okay? There's some hot air coming out, but I'm not talking about some fallacy shit. All right? I'm really in this. And the top of this channel, guys, $28 to end the rant on RIVN. Okay? $28, you get to the top of that channel, and I'm not ruling out ridiculous moves to the upside like this. Okay? I'm not. I'm telling you, when you get past this, this is all on the table. And if you get a 2026 January repeat, essentially, going into the winter, fall, whatever, of, end of 2025, guys, into 2026, okay, and you're getting a melt up, and we get that irrational, and they're just buying whatever, this is not off the table. Okay, $179 down to freaking $11. Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? So that's it for RIVN. And guys, again, like I told you, Unity, I shifted this position because I had like not a lot of shares. I had like $800 worth of shares. So it was not like, oh, I had a super big position. I'm not bearish on Unity. This thing's going to do a channel breaker too. But I said, you know what? I'm going to buy the cheaper companies because I can accumulate more. I can inject more cash in. That's what I decided to do. But I do believe Unity's in the same position, even coming down here and breaking this upward trend, right? I do believe Unity is going to be in the same boat, okay? You broke the trend down here, right? This is on the weekly. You touched the first level here. It looks like it was trying to come down to the 1570, which I told you guys was a potential possibility. And there you have it right there. It's literally like there's not much separating it, right? It's like it's a dollar-ish range. Okay, a dollar drop at this point, but it wicked up. So this could be a crazy big spring, and it just bounces back into the channel. I'm not ruling something like that happening on Monday, guys. Over the weekend, let's see what happens. They may drop some crazy ass news and say, well, we're going to negotiate, or we're going to do this, and they're going to have some kind of, something to be the front and center, right? The distraction or the excuse of this market behavior, what's going to happen. And I won't be surprised if this next push coming in the market, guys, is the biggest leg up that you've seen in quite some time. okay? I will not be surprised if it far exceeds our expectations, okay? I'm not ruling that out, but I'm going to keep things somewhat rational right now, even though the market's irrational right now. I mean, it's crazy dropping. But I'm telling you guys, these are my levels that I have from like a calm, conservative, like makes sense. And then I'm going to have the irrational targets, which is like exactly what happens during that euphoria phase, which I do believe is on the way. And I do believe that green wave is coming, okay? Right now, we're walking through the fire and the flames. We're just letting this process play out. But when it's over, guys, I do believe we're going to see the crazy, ridiculous melt up, okay, of epic proportions. I do. So that's all I have for you guys today to end this market week out. Okay, sorry, my energy is very high today because I'm excited. I do see this thing moving in a crazy way very, very soon. I mean, you can't have drops like this, guys, continuously, these ginormous gaps down. I just don't see it. I just don't see it being the case, right? You want to finish out this to make this V-shaped move? I'm all for it. So that's what it takes for us to really get moving in the other direction, especially because we're not taking that pounding like other larger cap stocks are. Then fine. Well, we can sit here, guys. We've been through the most of it together. We've been through serious pain, especially with AMC and GME and seeing the manipulation when they took the fucking buy button away. We survived that shit, guys. We can survive this. I believe in all of you guys, and I believe in these plays and these structures, the setups, okay? So I will be live streaming tomorrow, guys, Saturday. We'll be sitting down, hanging out, just kind of going over everything, maybe trying to find some other things in here. But today I was like really digging in here, seeing these patterns and everything playing out. And I was listening and watching different threads of the news and all this craziness that's going on in the commotion. So we'll be going over some of that stuff. And then, like I said, covering our plays and, just going from there, guys, seeing what Monday looks like, what it's setting up to be. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe and also, yes, tune into the live stream, guys, because again, I will go more in depth in each of the plays as I always do. But today, this is a longer video because, again, there's a lot to discuss and in terms of the direction that we're going because we're getting some accelerated speed, okay? The fact that you dropped all this price action off in 2-3 days is absolutely crazy, okay? So guys, look out for that tomorrow live stream. I will see you guys there. Everybody stay safe. Keep your emotions in check. Take a breath, guys. You can get through this, okay? I will see you guys then. Everybody take care. Let's have a great weekend.